on October 1st, 1989 in Sacramento, California, Brianne Sidoni Desaulniers is an American actress and filmmaker who began her career at a very young age, appearing in comedy sketches on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno at only 8 years old. In her teens, she starred on the sitcom Raising Dad opposite Bob Saget and continued to have small roles on TV and film. She would earn acclaim in 2009 for her role in United States of Terra, and in 2015, she earned an Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in the film Room. But you already knew that. So, here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Brie Larson. Number 10. She was homeschooled briefly. Let's face it, homeschooled kids are a little odd. Fortunately though, Brie was only homeschooled until age 6, when she was then accepted to the American Conservatory Theater. She was the youngest student ever accepted. Number 9. She got her start on The Tonight Show. Somebody should count how many times I've said The Tonight Show in the last 6 episodes. Brie got her start early in life by appearing occasionally on comedy sketches on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno back in 1998. Appearing in quick comedy sketches such as Malibu Mudslide Barbie and The Roadkill Easy Bake Oven. Number 8. Her first language is not English. Brie was born to Heather and Sylvain Desaulniers. Her father was French-Canadian and spent several years of her life speaking mainly French. However, after her parents divorced and her mother and sister moved to California, she spoke mostly English. She admits now that even though English was not her first language, she now struggles with speaking French. Number 7. Her name came from a doll. After moving to LA with her mother to pursue acting at the ripe old age of 8, Brie discovered that her last name, Desaulniers, was a little hard for people to pronounce. I had to look it up myself, and I'm pretty sure I'm still saying it wrong. So she adopted the stage name Brie Larson by shortening her first name from Brianne to Brie and using the last name of an American Girl doll she had at the time named Kirsten Larson. In a related note, I'll now be going by the name Gak Ruxpin. Number 6. She was in several movies as a teen. You may not have noticed her at the time, but Larson was in several films and TV shows back in the early 2000s that you probably watched. She appeared in an episode of several popular TV shows including Touched by an Angel, Popular, the pilot episode of Hope and Faith, The Ghost Whisperer, and a lead role in the short-lived series Raising Dad. She then had several supporting roles in films such as 13 Going on 30, Sleepover, Tanner Hall, and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Number 5. She has a music album. Though she hasn't done much with it lately, Larson is not just an actor, but a singer as well. In 2005, she released the album Finally Out of PE. Much of the songs were written by Larson herself. One of the songs off the album, Hope Has Wings, was featured in the animated film Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus. So, there you go. But hey, I didn't have an album when I was 16, so I can't really say much. Number 4. She dove deep for a role. In 2015, Larson won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her film Room, where she played a kidnapped woman who gets pregnant by her captor and raises the child the best she can. In order to get into the right headspace for the role, she went through long terms of silence, met with a trauma specialist, investigated abuses and rapes, spoke with kidnapping victims. Also, she changed physically as well. She had poor nutrition, didn't have any vitamin D, didn't wash her hair, and drew upon the memories of her mother's muffled cries in the months following her divorce. Number 3. she has some odd hobbies. When not making movies, Brie likes to keep herself busy with a few unusual hobbies. She's really into mycology, or the study of mushrooms and other fungi. She said in an interview that she's been studying mushrooms for a few years now. Another hobby she has is creating fonts, which she considers a stress reliever. She said later on in the same interview that while she was filming Short Term 12, her first lead role, that she would create fonts between scenes to calm her mind, and made 3 or 4 during production. Number 2. She was a young movie buff. When you ask a child what their favorite movie is, chances are it's going to be something animated from Disney or Pixar. But Brie was different. By age 8, she had already watched several classic films, including Gone with the Wind and Fried Green Tomatoes, and even got into an argument with her mom once because she wanted to watch Jean-Luc Godard's Masculine Feminine, and her mom, who had been working all day, said she didn't want to sit and read subtitles and wanted to watch Top Chef, and told Brie not to judge her for it. Number 1. She was hesitant about taking the role of Captain Marvel. Larson has been mostly known for supporting roles and lead roles in indie films, but all that changed when it was announced that she would be joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Captain Marvel. However, she wasn't sure she even wanted the part, because with it comes not only a large payday, but an extreme lack of privacy and the pressure of being catapulted into the A-list, plus the obligation of signing on for multiple films. In an interview with Vanity Fair, she said, quote, "It took me a really long time. I had to sit with myself, think about my life and what I want out of it." Ultimately, however, she decided the pros outweighed the cons, saying, quote, "I really feel like it's worth it if I can bring understanding and confidence to young women."